Sorry, crypto holders, we're not going to the moon yet, but the clock is ticking. The Bitcoin halving is just around the corner. That's very exciting. But no moon today. Soon, though. Well, later this year. Not soon enough for some of you, maybe, but it's coming, guys. Crypto markets, in spite of their insane volatility and sometimes just eye-watering insanity as the prices shoot higher, sometimes just requires a bit of patience. I know we don't want to have patience, but it requires a bit of patience sometimes, to be honest. Anyway, we're going to dive into the Bitcoin charts today, talk about some of the things affecting the Bitcoin markets, talk about Ethereum, talk about some gaming coins, talk about some airdrops. Lots of alpha for you in this video. So let's get it. First off, of course, we need to dive into the charts for Bitcoin. So we did have a fake out here. And remember when somewhere around here a week ago, maybe I was saying, well, maybe we get a push slightly above the triangle here in what essentially ends up being a bit of a fake out. The fake outs can happen on these sort of triangle patterns. Well, that's kind of what we got. And we are now once again back within the triangle, still gearing up for the potential real breakout to come from this thing. I'll redraw the lines at some point, but for now, I'm keeping it the way it is. It's a triangle for me for the moment. We'll redraw it later. Still continuing our downtrend here for Bitcoin for the MACD. Bitcoin having soon. Big things coming in the market. So there you go. Now, markets have been a little bit spooked by the CPI. The CPI, the inflation is back. Man, are we doing this again? Consumer price index is expected to provide mixed signals, they say. The consensus forecast among economists is for the CPI, a measure of the cost of living, to have risen 3.5% since last March, acceleration from the 3.2% annual inflation rate in February. So we're going up from 3.2 to 3.5. Going on, inflation's stickiest components, housing and other services, continue to see strong price growth, propping up inflation even as certain goods prices cool. Let's, of course, hope that we don't see a war in the Persian Gulf, because that'll send the price of everything up. Inflation, man. You know, just yesterday we were talking about that story, how millennials and Gen Z are splashing out and living the wild, lavish lives of buying food. Can't make this stuff up, guys. Anyway, hopefully inflation doesn't go up very strongly again, because that then creates all kinds of carry-on problems. 3.5% I don't see as a huge problem. The markets may not love it, but probably not going to stop the wider sort of trend we're in right now. We can have big market performance with inflation at 3.5%. Go back, look at the charts historically. We've definitely seen situations where that's been the case. What we don't want to have happen is a massive move, just back up to 9% or something like that. Would be bad news bears. 3.5%, we're heading in the wrong direction. But it's not such a big deal. Market could overreact to it though. But inflation, whatever. I don't really care, because you know what's not suffering from inflation? Bitcoin. That's what. CS says, why is the stream an hour later now? Well, it's the same time for me. We had daylight savings time here in New Zealand recently, so that's why the stream's at a different time for, I guess, everybody not in New Zealand. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm still trying to keep them relatively the same. Anyway, Bitcoin halving, 9.5 days. It's coming. It's almost here. You realize that this is a major signpost for the markets, and nothing ever goes up in a straight line, and the patience of the average investor can get tested so easily. Like, what if I were to tell you that within the next 18 months, the entire cryptocurrency market's going to go to like an $8 to $10 trillion total market cap? All you have to do is wait 18 months, probably some of the easiest money you can make in your life. All you have to do is not fumble your bags, not get chopped up trying to trade every 0.5% move point in the market. Most people would say, wow, I can have life-changing wealth in 18 months. Great. Sign me up. But then other people go, well, it's not tomorrow. Screw it. Don't want it. Okay. Okay, guys. I don't think that a slight rise in the inflation numbers is going to destroy the markets. A lot of emphasis gets to look, if inflation really soars up and we start seeing major macroeconomic shifts again, well, that's a different conversation to have. Right now, we're not seeing that happening. Okay. So just keep that in mind. But rates will probably stay higher for longer if inflation does go up as expected tomorrow. So then what? Rates have been high for a long time already, and the markets have been pumping like crazy. Who cares anymore? Japanese firm Meta Planet buys $1 billion yen or $6.5 million with a Bitcoin mirroring MicroStrategy's strategy. The company's shares jumped 90% following the announcement. Now, I know it's only $6.5 million of Bitcoin. It's not that crazy, is it? Right? But the thing to keep in mind when you see these kind of stories is that so many companies out there might do the same thing. How many companies are there in the world? Tens of thousands. What happens if 1,000 companies buy $6.5 million of the Bitcoin? And of course, we're all waiting for the big boys again. We're waiting for Facebook to announce a big Bitcoin buy or Apple to announce a big Bitcoin buy. And I'm genuinely surprised that one of them hasn't yet. One of them will. Not that we need them, but it will set off a whole new bit of craziness. Still, hey, welcome to the party. Just a reminder that there's so many different places for demand. It's not just about the ETFs. Yeah, ETFs are a big fun part of the story, but it's definitely not just about the ETFs. But as Andrew Kang points out here, said many people are still calling tops on BTC, not realizing we've entered a new paradigm. New paradigm of money vibes, guys. The ETF approval validated Bitcoin to another level for allocators all around the world. There has been a new global DCA bid that has been activated, which drives this perpetual grind up. Yes. Now, to some extent, there's going to be people leaving the market and people selling their Bitcoin ETFs and all that kind of stuff. But you have to think about the long-term actual reality for what this stuff means, because Bitcoin ETFs are fundamentally massive bullish. They've so far taken in about $13 billion in total net inflows in less than about 90 days of trading. Think about that. That's crazy, man. Huge money we're talking here. What happens by the end of the year? Do we have $50 billion? I don't know. But what happens next year? That's just this year. What happens next year? Where are these Bitcoin ETFs 5 years down the line by 2030? Most people can't even contemplate holding any kind of crypto coins till 2030. Like, yeah, it's 6 years from now. It's not that far away. Guess what? It's going to come whether you want it to or not. How much money is going to be in Bitcoin ETF products by 2030? Hundreds of billions, probably. That's what you're looking up at. This tsunami of money that makes you feel like a tiny little ant. If you were to stack it up, it would look like just a unbelievable tower of money. Anyway, I'm not fading it. Hey, real quick shout out as well to the dudes over at Super Oracles who are working to bring their Oracle products to Bitcoin Layer 2 stuff. Now, there's a lot of excitement around the Bitcoin Layer 2 space. We've been trying to cover some of that here for you on the channel, in the newsletters, stuff like that. There's a lot of really, really big things coming to the Bitcoin Layer 2 space, Bitcoin Layer 2 decentralized exchanges and metaverses and all kinds of crazy stuff's about to start happening on Bitcoin. So pretty cool to see Supra making that a focus of their Oracle's products. Now, real quick shout out to today's sponsor, which is CoinStats. This is your all-in-one crypto tracker for managing your crypto, your DeFi, your NFT assets. You can hook it all up and see it all here. 300 plus wallets and exchanges supported, 1,000 plus DeFi protocols, 20,000 plus cryptocurrencies. Those are some big numbers, of course. You can see here, this is our current portfolio that we're tracking for our 10K to 100K challenge, which is low cap coins and all kinds of different airdrop farming strategies and stuff like that. You can also see they have a great site in terms of just tracking cryptocurrencies. So if you want to see top data on Bitcoin, Ethereum, all these different coins, you can click in here, find huge amounts of different data points available. So a great overall site for tracking your total data as well. So if you want to come and check that out, these are all free to use services. Or if you want to take it to the next level, here. You can actually get their premium product, which is going to give you access to their AI tools to help you work on like AI exit strategies and price targets, advanced portfolio tools, all that kind of stuff for $7 a month. It's like the cost of a coffee, right? So normally it's $14 a month, but if you use the link in the description, you'll be able to get that for a 50% discount, which is pretty gosh darn amazing. So go check it out if you want to start accessing some of their premium tools. Link in the description. Thanks again to CoinStats for sponsoring today's stream. So let's talk about Ethereum real quick. Ethereum got, of course, rejected here at that key area of price resistance. Yeah, that's what price resistance is for creating resistance and creating rejection points. But what's very, very interesting, look at this. Look at this. We got to zoom in here. Zoom in here. You're going to miss it. Look at this. Look at this. There it is. There it is right there. Beautiful. That is a bullish cross on the MACD, and in a kind of place that I like to see it after a major, major downtrend. Now, that being said, it's not looking super convincing at the moment, so it could be a fake out. Let's just keep that in mind. We will keep an eye on that. All right, let's see if we can build a bit more strength in there, but it has happened. Can it maintain for the next few days? Let's see. We shall see. What may be working against the Ethereum price action in the next few weeks would be that the spot Ethereum ETF is largely at this point thought to be facing a rejection by the SEC on May 23rd, largely because there has been no communication with the SEC and the applicants. Now, there have been some refilings and stuff like that, but usually around an ETF approval, we look back at the Bitcoin ETF approval, there's all this chatter, there's all this communication, all these things happening in the run up to an approval. None of that's happening right now. The SEC is trying to stonewall with Ethereum. So we'll see. Unfortunately, that's probably not going to happen. We may see a shock move where they just go, whatever, we'll just apply it, screw it. But I doubt it. I doubt it at this point, unfortunately. Can still hold out a bit of hope. It's not a complete lost cause, but it's not looking very good at the moment. That being said, that doesn't mean it's going to be denied forever. We could see this applied for, and it could just be approved later in the year. Okay. So there you go. We'll see. We shall see. We'll keep an eye on that story, of course, been covering here for you. Look at this. Ethereum layer 2. I can shake myself off the screens. You can actually see that. Ethereum layer 2 taking off big time. Number of transactions on the ETH layer 2s has skyrocketed following the Denkun upgrade. Of course, now if you've been using Ethereum layer 2s, you probably know that now it's wildly cheap to use Ethereum layer 2s again, which feels good. It's nice to see without a doubt. So fantastic. Of course, Base currently processing 57% of these transactions, followed by Arbitrum and Optimism with 31 and 11% respectively. This is just wild. Wild domination, of course, by the top ones as well. There you go. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Now, this is an interesting meme people have been sharing around. It's Cardano, Polygon, Sui, Ethereum, and saying, this is so easy. How come you can't handle this, Solana? Talking about, of course, the current Solana congestion, which is very problematic. And it's gotten a little bit better today, right? But still, very, very problematic situation that we're seeing here for Solana, where it has so many failed transactions and stuff like that. But it's an interesting problem for Solana to be experiencing because essentially, Solana's had so much demand for block space that they're running into congestion issues and bottlenecks and stuff like that. It's weirdly a very good problem to be having, but also quite a frustrating problem to be having if you're a user of Solana right now. So hopefully devs roll out some fixes for this very, very quickly. It's not a fundamental problem with the Solana blockchain. It's just with some of the things they're using. So we will see it fixed in the near future, I'm sure. But yeah, holy cow. Now let's talk gaming, crypto gaming real quick. There's a lot of big things happening in crypto gaming. Adam171 says, seeing Grant Cardone shilling Bitcoin has me nervous. Grant Cardone, why not? Why he can shill Bitcoin too, man. I think his brother's been orange pilling him. Gary Cardone is super into Bitcoin, so I'm sure he's finally talked Grant into getting it on board. Anyway, getting off topic here. This is going to be a beautiful game, Gunzilla. So PlayStation game Gunzilla to feature crypto asset trading on OpenSea. The Guns blockchain will actually be featured there. So this is pretty gosh darn cool. By the way, I'm an investor in Gunzilla's off the grid game. Very excited about it. Tokens, and I'm also running nodes to support the network. So yay. If you ever want to see what coins I'm invested in, that includes my current portfolio holdings as well as my venture investments, affiliate partners, all this kind of stuff. You can find full disclosures in the description on YouTube or on the pinned comment on X. Anyway, I'm very excited about this. Is going to be, I don't know, I have such high hopes for this game. I feel like this is going to be one of those games that just takes that like big moment for crypto where it's like, this is the one that gets a lot of hype and gets a lot of like real world users on board. They already have a bunch of gaming influencers and stuff that have been playing, like, was it Dr. Disrespect and some other guys. So definitely something to keep an eye on, without a doubt. Another one to keep an eye on is Illuvium. Now, Illuvium, this is one, I farmed a bunch back in the day and bought a bunch more a few months ago. Bought some more OTC from the team recently as well. So like, man, I got my ILV bags pretty well packed here, but they've been having some crazy news recently. Very beautiful game if you haven't looked at this game yet. And I'm talking about this stuff because I think crypto gaming, it hasn't had its big moment yet this cycle, but man, I really think it will. I see some of the games that I'm seeing coming across my desk and getting all these sort of offers and stuff all the time, reading all these decks. I mean, I say no to most stuff, but every once in a while you see something, it's like, damn, that has a good looking game. There's some really great looking stuff coming out right now. And so any of these games has the potential to really take off and bring a lot of normies into crypto, not because it's a crypto game, but because it's a good game that happens to have NFTs and tokens and all that stuff as well. Anyway, Illuvium and Samsung, bridging the digital and physical worlds. Leaders in entertainment join forces to partner with Samsung to bring Illuvium to homes around the globe. Get ready for a collaboration that combines the best of cutting-edge technology. Yo, that's a big partnership. My ILV bags to the moon. Love it. Love to see it. Great stuff. Absolutely awesome. Wilder World also working with Samsung to make Wilder World accessible through their smart TVs. Are you seeing what's going on here? Are you seeing what's going on here? This is by the way, two of my bags. Love to see it. Both working with Samsung. Now, what does this mean? This means that Samsung, and I've seen their names showing up on a lot of investor decks and stuff like that recently as well. Samsung going balls to the wall with crypto integration stuff. Now, that's pretty exciting, right? Because this is how we start to see stuff go mainstream, where you have these kinds of crypto games accessible through existing applications and existing hardware, smart TVs and stuff like that. This is very, very cool. I love to see it. Very, very good news for both, of course, Illuvium and Wilder World. And there's a lot of other games out there that are definitely, I think, let's say more speculative plays, but there's a lot of also interesting games just out there. Like, for example, Legends of Illumia. So these guys have been working on their game for a long time. The main release is coming up pretty soon. So you can see pretty simple, but nice looking game. They've been putting a lot of work on it. That game will be coming out soon. I had a big bag from back in my pre-sale investment back in the day. I basically doubled that position on the open sale market. It is getting smashed right now. It's not great. But that being said, I'm holding this because I think once the game releases, then we start to see a bit of hype. And of course, as we see a gaming cycle grind up, which there will be, when that happens, I don't know. Maybe it requires one of these big releases from like off the grid or something to get like that spark happening for gaming coins. That's what happened last cycle. We had one big game, which is Axie Infinity. It just brought the entire gaming sector up massively. I assume we'll have something similar happening this cycle. Legends of Illumia, for me, pretty speculative play compared to the other three. Like Wilder World looking really good. Illuvium, really good looking. Off the grid, like very, very high potential. Legends of Illumia definitely feels more speculative, but could have some nice potential as well. All right, airdrop alpha real quick, guys, and then we're going to hop into your questions. So Foxy, this is the meme coin for Linea, being launched by the guys behind MetaMask and all that stuff. Anyway, they are giving out 25% of the supply for airdrops, 5% going to 100,000 MetaMask swap users. I better be in one of those 100,000 users. Amount of damn swaps I've done on MetaMask. If I've like missed it by like one swap, I'm gonna be so pissed. Anyway, we'll see. I guess we'll see if I get that airdrop or not. Second airdrop going to OKXKYC to users. First come, first serve basis. Eligibility requirements to follow, but that's interesting. So this could be really big for the entire Linea ecosystem, but certainly it could be a meme coin to watch because of the backing by Consensus and MetaMask and Linea. So, but hey, if you use MetaMask swap like we've been saying to do for years, which again is why I'm going to be pissed if I missed it by a few transactions, because I've been trying to push transactions through MetaMask swap for like, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years now. Fingers crossed. I hopefully got it. Anyway, we'll see. Hey, meme coin rush on Trader Joe, by the way. So if you have Avalanche-based meme coins, you can put them over there. Anyway, they've got their first rewards out for that. I've got this in the 10K to 100K portfolio. We took our cock and U tokens and put them in here. Not huge rewards. It's like a quarter of an AVAX, which is like $12 or something. So I'm going to take that. But yeah. We'll see by the final end of the pool how things are going to go. There's a Diamond Hands achievement later on as well, so there'll be extra bonus, I think, coming for that. Yeah. Anyway, cool stuff. So here's an interesting one as well. I'm going to be putting some more Ethereum, I think, into EtherFi. Now, I've already got the EtherFi that I had that got the initial airdrop. I restaked that into their vaults. Got like 30% APY or something. You get eigenlayer points. You get EtherFi. You get Ethereum yield as well. All that kind of great stuff. But short-term promotion for people who want to take the offer is that from 9th to the 18th, for every 1 ETH staked, you earn 1 ETHFi token per day, plus a share of 500K ZK Polyhedra ZK tokens. Plus, you get your EtherFi rewards. Plus, you get the staking rewards. Plus, you get your eigenlayer points. I'm going to put a few more ETH in. I have no affiliation or anything to EtherFi, but just what the heck? I'm going to throw some more money in because I like getting airdrops and free money. So why not? Orderly. These guys are doing this merits point system, which I'm trying to get some points accrued for. I've already got a pretty good, I think, potential for the airdrop. I pushed a lot of transactions through their WooFi exchange, which is backed by Orderly as an infrastructure project. Orderly's infrastructure project. They do on-chain liquidity for different decentralized exchanges. Anyway, I pushed a bunch of volume through on WooFi. Now I'm pushing a bunch of volume through on LogX, which LogX, tokenless protocol, they're going to have their tokens. So I get the bonus of getting to farm LogX tokens plus get my Orderly token airdrop boosted up as well. So there you go. And final one here is D-Bridge. Now, this is one I've been using more consistently to try to bridge between like Base and Solana and Arbitrum. Been doing a lot of that. They got a point system up now. I know, points, guys, points. I know it's a pain in the ass. But anyway, they got a point system up, but I'm working on actively farming that one as well. So there you go. Obviously, guys, if you ever want to keep up to date with these opportunities, we're sharing all this stuff in the newsletter all the gosh darn time. Best damn newsletter in crypto. Link in the description. We can join 120,000 weekly readers and keep up to date with these kinds of opportunities and more. Check it out. Okay, so Yes, we do have beginner videos for farming airdrops. There's a few of them actually put on the channel, so just go look up on my channel airdrop and you'll find some different stuff. Eddie says you had to pick between Manta and Mantle. Which one would you go all in on? Interesting question. Well, look, I've actually got a big bag of Manta currently, but that's largely from the airdrop, although I did double the position. Post airdrop hasn't worked out very well so far. I'm currently using that Manta to farm the zero lend airdrop. Once the snapshot's taken for zero lend, I'm probably going to sell that Manta, take my money back out, walk away. Thanks for the good times. Okay. Look, I think what Mantle's doing right now is very, very interesting because, and I've speculated that Mantle's one of the blockchains that has the, I think, huge, not throwing shade on Manta here, but just I see what's going on Mantle right now. And I feel like they're just miles ahead in a lot of ways currently. You look at what they're doing for the incentives around the MNT token, right? Where you've got, they're giving out like huge staking rewards and they're giving out Athena shard points and stuff like that. Like the staking APY for MNT is huge right now. We see big meme coins popping off over there. The Puff meme coin, we've been talking about that one since it was like 10 cents. I bought a whole bunch more. So we minted the potions. We bought more on public exchange. All that stuff's up like 30 cents now or something. Doing pretty good. It's only at chapter 2. It's like this whole meme coin story journey, whatever. It's interesting. And hopefully it does pretty well and continues to do well. But yeah. Gun to my head, I'd say Mantle, personally. There you go. Okay, where are we up to? Link, time to buy or wait for lower? I have no idea. I haven't really thought about the price of Link. You know, my bags are packed. Yeah, I'm just gonna be chilling, to be honest. We'll see how Link goes. But yeah, my bags are in profit right now. If I had to buy now, I mean, hard to say. It's hard to say because I have the reality for me is I'm in profit and my entry price was $7. Would I want to buy now at 17, 18 bucks or whatever it's at right now? I mean, sure, there's still probably lower risk, higher potential upside compared to a lot of, let's say, lower risk than a lot of other altcoins, and better potential than like the big boys like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. So my price target's been around 140 bucks. Maybe we see that go up to like 180, which is where the 3.618 fib line is. We'll see. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts there. I hope that answers the question. If I have $50,000, should I put it all into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana? I have no idea what you should do with your money. It all depends on your risk tolerance. That's really what it comes down to. If you have a very low risk tolerance, putting into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, you're probably going to do pretty okay, but you're not going to make like wild money this cycle. So that 50K maybe turns into like 150, maybe 200, something like that by the end of the cycle. Not bad. If you're looking to turn that 50K into $1 million, it's not, you're not going to do it with those. Probably not. You never know. They think I could always be wrong and things go way crazier than I think they will. Eric almost thought, what are your thoughts on Perrier coins? Like, all right, Perrier coin, let's go. Pepe coin, no idea. The Pepening. I have no idea, man. I have no idea. Jupe at $1.30 or Arrow at $1.83. I mean, different assets, but realistically, Arrow's a quarter of the market cap of Jupe right now or something like that. I'm going to start farming some Arrow soon. I haven't got around to setting it up yet, but I'm probably going to put some money into there and farm much Arrow coins. General vibe at the moment. Mauricio, what's up, man? Watching from Christchurch. Daily thing to wait for your streams. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. One of my good mates lives down in Christchurch. The guy on the other channel says Link is going to $1,000. Ah, yes. $1,000 Link. Let's do it. Hey, you know what? If I am wrong and Link goes to $1,000, I'm here for that. I'm just trying to provide what I think could be realistic price predictions versus sort of like, wild moon posting. Maybe CCIP gets incredible next world adoption and it just becomes like the absolute new paradigm of finance and money and replaces the Swift messaging system. And yeah, maybe it goes into $1,000. And what's this guy's time frame? Maybe in 10 years, Links goes to $1,000. But this cycle, I don't know. Don't know, guys. Hey, mate, curious why coins like Aero or Jupe go up when the bulk of the market falls down, including Bitcoin. These coins, you have to understand, particularly Jupe and Aero, and there's others you could probably look in there well. Maybe like Brett, for example, has been doing very, very well. Some of their meme coins, Puff, Benji, stuff like that. All meme coins that I own, by the way. Anyway, besides the point. When you see stuff like Aero and Jupe, you have to understand, like, Aero is the biggest decentralized exchange right now on the base network, which is like wildly hyped, right? And you look at Jupiter, the biggest decentralized exchange on Ethereum right now, which is wildly hyped, and they both have their own unique value propositions as tokens. Jupiter's got governance staking with incentives and launchpad fees and all that stuff, and Aero's got the vote lock stuff. So there's things there, right? But the reason that these are both doing well is because they're some of the most important exchanges in the entire blockchain space right now. That's why they keep doing well, because people are really starting to understand that. Is it still considered a decent investment if you only have like $300? And what coins would you go to? Look, everybody has to start somewhere. Nobody starts, well, okay, maybe somebody starts with, but very few investors start with like millions of dollars, right? And if you have $300, start grinding, man. Grind hard all the time. I would say go and check out the 10K to 100K challenge we're doing right now in the Wealth Mastery newsletter, the free newsletter. You guys can check it out. We're trying to do a lot of airdrop farming strategies and stuff. You have $300, man. My guess, if you have a little bit of time in your hands, you should be the #1 dude in the world for farming test nets, social campaigns. You should be reaching out, trying to get ambassador roles, doing whatever you can, farming everything you can get your hands on, because you need to get those numbers bumped up. Okay, $300, you can do that with. You can start farming airdrops and stuff like that. It's probably one of the highest potential opportunities for you. Now, maybe you take $100 and put it into some meme coin over here, and $100 and put in some low cap thing over here, but you don't have a lot of options with $300. Try to get more cash into the market, right? If you have only $300 right now, figure out ways to get more money into the market. There are ways. There's ways. Go through all your old shit, start selling stuff. Boom, there's an extra $500 probably, right? Look around. And then do everything possible to try to get your hands on free coins. Every giveaway you need to be entering. Every test net you need to be farming. Every Galaxy campaign you need to be like the dude on top of that. Okay? Seriously. Okay. Where are we up to? Based AI on your radar? No, not yet. Gosh, so many coins, man. I've seen people talking about so many coins. Hard to keep up. It really is. It really is. Do you think NFTs have huge potential in this market? Yeah, NFTs will definitely have a bit of a comeback. I would not fade NFTs. NFTs are very, very important technology. Will it be the same as it was last cycle? Probably not. It'll be different. And already we're seeing blue chip NFTs making just wild valuations. There's been a lot of gains already in the NFT space, but I don't have time for it. I don't spend a lot of time thinking about or playing in the NFT space. Lark is dead, officially dead on arrival. Any news? I haven't heard any news about it recently. I haven't checked to see if the coins are unlocked. I'm not sure if they got any exchange listings yet, but we'll see. It's just there, man. I got the airdrop. It's sitting there. Hope it's worth some money one day. We'll see. Yes, somebody literally said do here, and I'm doing. Okay, here we go. Based AI surprise Lark isn't hip to it yet, man. It's wild. It's wild. Every day is like drinking from a fire hose down here. I got all this stuff happening every day, all these new coins coming into the market and all these like Dex 3. And it's just like, it's wild. It's intense, man. It's too much going on. And I don't want to have that many coins. This is the thing. I just want to have my chill portfolio. I got the venture investments, which is getting a bit out of control. I've got like 50 of those or something right now. But yeah, anyway. Okay, here we go. Jazzy says, how to get on the blockchain, only buying on Coinbase at the moment. Well, Coinbase is a great place to get on the blockchain because you can get on to Base from Coinbase. So buy some Ethereum on Coinbase and then withdraw it to Base, but you need to have a wallet to do that. There's lots of great wallets out there. MetaMask is the OG wallet. It's not necessarily the best wallet, but it's a great one. Overall, Phantom wallet's really good for Ethereum as well, so you can check that out. Coinbase wallet, obviously, is a very good choice too. Any idea why layer 2s are not picking up? I think the problem with layer 2s, great, love using them, use them all the time. They're fantastic. The problem with most layer 2 coins, with the exclusion, I would say, of Mantle at this time, because the guys over at Mantle are doing a lot to get the MNT token hyped, and they're providing a lot of reasons to own it. The vast majority of the current layer 2 coins, Arbitrum, Optimism, whatever, their governance token, Starknet, governance token. Nobody needs it. There's no reason for it. It's just there. Unless you want to govern the platform. Do you want to go spend $100 million to govern the platform along with the team and the VCs? Even then, they'll probably outvote you all the time if you have a contrary opinion. So you're probably going to need more like $1 billion of that coin. Good luck. Have fun governing the platform. Anyway, this is part of the reason why they don't capture value. That's why I sold my Arbitrum bags, because they weren't capturing value, and it was a good decision, and it's already paying off. Yes, Jupe on. Did I make? Jupe is on Solark. Sorry, did I make a mistake there, guys? Yes, Jupe, of course, on Solana. Can make some mistakes in the heat of the moment, but yes, my Jupiter on Solana is staking. It's great. Did you sell your Jupe? No, I've not sold my Jupe. I bought more. I actually bought more yesterday at around $1.40 or something like that. So I've definitely not sold my Jupe. I've bought more. Can we have a Bitcoin halving streaming party here? We'll actually not be doing any streams next week, guys. So I'm taking a few days to chill out a little bit. So there won't actually be a stream next week. Any streams next week? Back to streaming the week of the 22nd. But I do have lots of great content coming out for you, okay? Didn't Coin Bureau just talk about Coinbase moving out of the United States? Should we be worried? I have not seen that video by the guys at Coin Bureau, but Coinbase is already deploying worldwide, right? They've got licenses in all kinds of places all around the world. So it's not to say they're leaving the United States. In fact, last I heard from Brian Armstrong on the topic was he said that we're not going anywhere. We're staying and fighting in the United States, but we're also expanding massively internationally. So I don't know. Maybe the guys at Coinbase, Coin Bureau have some updated information that I haven't seen, but that's last I heard. Yep, sell your old crap, invest the money, 100%. 100%. Have you been keeping up with Origin Trail? Nah, man. Haven't kept up. I have so many coins, So many coins. No, I haven't kept up with Origin Trail for a long time. I have no idea what they're doing nowadays. No idea. Scrap catalytic converters. This is the thing. There are so many ways to make money. Back before, way back in the day before all this, when I was 16, actually run it back even before that, I started doing trading cards, like at 13 on the internet, trying to trade lower value cards for higher value cards and stuff like this, all that sort of Magic the Gathering cards, Star Wars cards, stuff like that. At 16, I was already doing selling stuff on eBay and all that stuff. It's a good time. And that required going out and trying to find things, get it at a cheaper price and resell it for a higher price. I was doing this with super nerdy. I know you're not going to be surprised, playing Magic the Gathering and Star Wars CCG back in the day. And is also playing Warhammer. Yeah, I know. Just put the nerd glasses back on, Lark. Jeez. Anyway, but what I would do, I would go out and I would find different Warhammer sets and stuff like that, or similar things, or a few other things that I'd sell too. But Warhammer was kind of like something I quite enjoyed doing. So I'd go out and find Warhammer sets and try to get them at the best price possible and then break them down, a big collection, for example, and break that down and sell out all the individual pieces. I think one of the best ones ever was I got some guy who's going off to college or something, and I got the whole collection. It was wild. I got the whole collection for like $400 or something, and ended up making a few thousand off of that one by just breaking down all the individual sort of pieces. Okay, we're gonna sell this one thing or this one unit, and like I bring up this story because man, you got the fucking internet here. There is a million and one opportunities to make money online every single day, and stuff might feel saturated. Okay, e-commerce saturated, whatever. Dude, go flip stuff. Like I love Gary V's yard sale series because my mom and I used to do this exact thing back in the day. We'd go every Saturday to yard sales and we would find stuff to flip and sell on eBay back in like the late 90s, early 2000s. It was crazy. There's opportunities out there. You just have to work for them. Anyway, that's the point. Okay. Lark, what's your partner say about crypto? She's into it, man. She loves it. She loves it. She hasn't spent a lot of time dabbling in it, right? I'm doing this. She's taking care of the kids, but yeah, she's definitely all about crypto, and we talk about it all the time. So we're always sharing stuff about what's going on, without a doubt. Magic and Warhammer are pretty sweet, man. Used to love that stuff back in the day. How do you take your coffee? Yeah, black, man. Black. Actually, not long blacks. Usually just like French press or something like that. What is this? Did you know you sound and look like the voice actor of Stewie Griffin? Fascinating. Never heard that. Sell your link. It's a lagger. I'm okay to have some slower moving coins in the portfolio. This is something that I think about anyway. I don't have to have 100% of my portfolio in higher risk plays. There's still a reason why I'm still holding Bitcoin, why I'm still holding Ethereum, why I'm still holding my Chainlink, because I know they're not going to have wild outsized gains, but it's also an anchor, so to speak, of safer plays for crypto. I don't worry about those. They're fine. They're just going to sit there and I know they're going to be sweet. Whereas some of these other coins that have my portfolio, look at them and go, are you going to be there next week? I don't know. So this is for me why I keep coins like this. But we actually sold some Beanie Babies back in the day too. This is funnily enough. Anyway. Cool Whip. Guys, we're going to finish up there for today. It's been an awesome stream. I appreciate you guys turning up, showing up, talking crypto, hanging out. You're awesome. I appreciate your time, and I will see you in the next one.